Welcome to our first teacher interview on Studio 6 podcast. Our first guest that we have with us today is Mrs. Weihe.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. And, you want to tell us who you are and what's your role here?
Okay, so I'm Mrs. Weihe. I teach the advanced algebra classes here at the high school, so it's kind of my jam.
You want to tell us about your family?
Okay. Oof. All right. How much time do you guys have? No. So my family, I've got my high school sweetheart husband, Parker. So that's why I always warn you guys to be careful about who you date in high school. Could get stuck with them forever. It's my husband, Parker, and then we have our 4 kids. So our oldest is Ivy. She's a first grader at the elementary. And then next is Warren. He's our naughty one. We call him the Sour Patch Kid. Because first he's sour and then he's sweet. And he's in 4-year-old preschool. And then there's Milo, who's 3, and baby Jack, who is 0, as our kids like to call him. So they're just in daycare.
All right, and a very off-topic question, but do you believe in ghosts?
Well, yes.
Have you had an experience with ghosts?
Yes. No lie. I don't know if you guys can relate to this, but it was in college, and at one night I was sleeping in my dorm room, and it was like all of a sudden I could feel like some like negative
like a
presence. Yeah, like the dark, like it wasn't necessarily like a figure-esque type of a thing, but like there was like a dark spirit-esque in my dorm room. What's even wilder is that same exact night, my husband, who was also in like the same dorm building, like a couple floors down, exact same night, he experienced the exact same thing.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. All right. And have you ever had a near-death experience?
Yes. I feel like I always get roped into near-death experiences somehow. I've got bad luck. My first one was when I was riding bike to work, and I had all the right things going in my favor of crosswalk, stop sign, across from the police station and courthouse, like all the good. I mean, the only thing that could have gotten better is if there was a hospital right next door. And I got schmucked by a car. So just crushed it. Yes.
Well, this one's even more off topic, but does pineapple belong in pizza?
Never.
Why?
Easy.
Yeah.
Okay, because pineapple belongs in fruity drinks, and the only right way to eat a pizza is with an exorbitant amount of cheese.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
There you go.
It's so good, though.
No,
All right.
never.
How many spaghetti noodles tall do you think you are?
Oh, good. That's a good one.
We're talking spaghetti
like normal.
Like normal spaghetti noodles.
Okay, normal spaghetti, not fettuccine or anything.
Nope.
I mean, if I was going to be a noodle, I'd be a fettuccine noodle. I would have to guess probably 9.
9?
9 spaghetti noodles. That sounds like a
Good
good
number, yeah. What's your favorite, pasta dish?
Oh, my gosh. So, I'm a sucker for, pasta that has, a brown butter sauce. So, where you I'm a little bit of a foodie. So, where you, saute butter in the pan and you wait until it turns, that caramel golden color. Oh, it's, rich and nutty, and it's got, umami. Oh, so good. And then you throw, some veggies in it. My favorite is if I have, mushrooms and some asparagus and, some nice little heirloom grape tomatoes.
That sounds like it slaps.
Yeah,
that sounds really,
slaps.
Really good.
There you go, all the young kids say.
Eat supper with
There
you.
you go. You're welcome.
What is one piece of advice you would give to your younger self?
Ooh. My poor younger self had no idea what she was in store for. I would say, for looking back at, from your guys' age to, me now, which is not that big of a difference. Just want to throw that out there. Okay? We're not, centuries apart. But I would say, in that span of time, I had all of these goals and everything like that, and it just felt like at that moment, I had all these plans and dreams, but it felt like every time I would get close to one, there would always be, another roadblock that come into play. That's where I feel like my bad, like when I say like I have bad luck, like y'all have no idea.
Yeah, like 2 steps forward, 1 step back.
There you go. Yeah.
Every day of my life.
Yeah. So like, I mean, that's what I really felt like. But I would just say to like her, you know, to just be patient, like persevere through it, because like you're going to make things happen, like even through some of like those dark times and everything. And it's honestly made me exactly who I was supposed to be right now in this moment, you know. And so like I like to, it sounds like a little hippie, but you know, like I like to thank those moments of time where there was a struggle and everything like that, because it really benefited me in a way that I couldn't see at that moment.
All right, since we're speaking about your younger self, look on the positive side from the negative.
Right, okay. Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite childhood memory?
Oh, gosh, that's good. Like I have some good ones, like of my siblings. I'm the oldest of 4. And so I have 2 younger brothers and a younger sister. And I just have like a lot of memories. Like it took me a long time to learn what this word actually meant and how it applied to me, but I was called an instigator. So like that's pretty much where you're like the brains of the operation and you have minions do the dirty work for you. That's like how I think of it. So real boss mode. And so I have plenty of moments like where I got my siblings to do things that were just a little bit dicey at best. But there's like good ones where, you know, we'd run around the house like in the rain, you know, because that was always safe, right? And so like when it'd be super raining and slick and slippery, you know, like we'd just chase each other, and obviously I was like the best at everything, so I was super fast. But my siblings, like they'd accidentally step in wet dog poop, which I cannot tell you like of a more perfect slippery surface, you know. So they would literally eat poop, like because they would slip, land, and it was always like the most magical experience. Like anytime, like there is something innately wrong with me that like I love America's Funniest Home Videos, you know, like when somebody gets injured just enough. It brings me joy.
It brings you joy.
Okay. So all of my childhood memories are some sort of injury or something like that occurred.
Yeah.
But it's just beautiful moments in time.
Well, with that, what is the funniest thing a student has said to you?
Oh my gosh. Like I've been nicknamed different things like that, and that always kind of catches me off, you know, like here in Fairmont, like a couple of kids call me Missy Elliott. And no, that's like a boss thing. Like I'm taking that as a good thing, like the queen bee. So like I'm taking that like, that makes me feel good. Whether they mean it like that or not. And then, but I think one of the funniest experiences that I had was a kid who would talk before they thought, you know. So everything came out very raw and unfiltered. At one point, he was just talking to me and he goes, "Miss Weihe?" I'm like, "Yes, what now?" And because you never knew what you were going to get. And he was, all of a sudden he was like, "I feel like you could literally run a prison gang. I think that you would do really well in prison." And I was like, "I don't know how to take that, but thank you." Yes, you're right. Yeah, so somehow I gave off prison gang vibes. Yeah, so that.
Nice.
Interesting. Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is like, it's going to be a deep one.
Yeah.
What is the meaning of your life?
Wow. Where do you guys come up with these things? Google.
Google. A lot of thought into these.
A lot of thought into these. I don't know. I think my first meeting, like in purpose, where I really felt fulfilled, like, and it was like an aha kind of like epiphany moment, was when I became a mom. Like it finally felt like, gosh, this is what I've been missing. You know, like I make fun like of my kids a lot, you know, and kind of poke fun at like, you know, the journey that is motherhood. But I really feel like super complete and satisfied in that. And that really transfers into like teaching for me. Like teaching gives me another level of fulfillment where it is kind of like a sick, twisted parenting journey, you know, like as teachers, you know, you guys become our kids in our classroom. And so, you know, through good and bad, you know,
yeah.
I feel like, yeah, those things are really fulfilling for me.
The most off-topic one I think we have yet. If you could remove one color from the world, what would it be?
Okay. So here's the thing. Like, I don't like the color orange, like on clothing and stuff like that. Like, it's meant for hunting, in my opinion. However, orange in nature is like magnificent, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like I have to keep orange in there as long as it was like no clothing, optional. But then it would have to be brown because there are some like yucky shades of brown
Yeah.
that don't provide anything at all, but like dismal doom. Yeah.
All right. Well,
That's all
thank
we
you for coming
Thank you
in.
for coming.
Thank you guys for having me. VIP guest for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Good luck to all the other teachers trying to top this one.
Yes.